Hi guys, it's Steffi from the Novelty Corner. Welcome back to my channel. Today's Strike Back Videoathon topic are bookish romances that I love. If you are unfamiliar with the Strike Back Videoathon, I will leave a link down below where you can check out the original videos and find out what's going on. And stay tuned to the end of the video where I will be shouting out a fellow booktube channel as well that I think you need to check out. So first up, I'm going to go with Scarecrow and Fox from the Scarecrow series by Matthew Riley. Never mind that I have serious issues with what happens later on, but in the first two books, I am all for it. I love them both. And because of the format of the books in that they are action-driven adventure stories, there's not a huge scope to flesh out the relationship, but what we do get, I really love. So I'm actually looking forward to reading Area 7 because this is where most of it develops. So I'm really looking forward to that. I can't have this video without mentioning Feyre and Rhys from A Court of Mist and Fury. I'm not mentioning ACOTAR and I'm not mentioning ACOWAR. I'm specifically mentioning A Court of Mist and Fury because that is where their relationship really happens, and I absolutely loved it. Less thrilled with the first book and the third book. This one, absolutely loved it. Again, not without its problems, but I just thought the way that Rhys and Feyre's relationship developed was really well done in this book, and it wasn't rushed. I mean, the book's huge and it takes a long time to get where it needs to get to, for good reason, as Rhys gives Feyre some space to deal with her PTSD after the events of the first book. So that was a really nice development of a relationship to see. Then I'm going to go with Lady Helen and Lord Carlston from the Lady Helen series by Alison Goodman because, oh boy, I think I talked about it when I read the second book in the series, this one, last year, that it's an interesting relationship because you can tell that they both really like one another and they'll even admit that, but because of the Regency period that they're living in, neither of them can really do anything about it. And it puts a really interesting spin on the tension with the relationship, and I absolutely adore it, and I look forward to seeing what Alison Goodman does with these characters in the future. And sort of sticking with that time period, I'm going to go with Audrey Rose and Thomas Creswell from Stalking Jack the Ripper and Hunting Prince Dracula. While this series and the Lady Helen series are both young adult, this one feels younger in that it's probably got a bit more of a carefree aspect to it with the characters. So they are aware that they're breaking society rules by being alone together in public and whatnot. But Audrey and Thomas really don't care, and they have this wonderful, lighter dynamic than Lady Helen and Lord Carlston. So it makes it really fun, and it was really nice to read them at a similar time to compare and contrast them because I like them both for similar reasons and I like them for their differences too. Plus, they're just fun. And finally, my favorite bookish couple. And this one also makes me sad because they're forever on, off, and I think they're off at the moment. And that is Barbara Gordon and Dick Grayson from the Batman series, so Batgirl and Nightwing. Oh boy, they put me through the emotional ringer, those two. I mean, break my heart, please. Why don't you? Anyway, I really love Barbara and Dick together. I think they've got a really interesting dynamic and have since the Batgirl and Robin days, but I much prefer them as adults, and the way that they've dealt with their own relationship and the way that they've had to at times move on, or they've had to support one another. And I think the really nice thing is that they ultimately will always support one another. They're always there for one another, and that's the really lovely thing about it, and they're my favorite. So I get very sad when they're not together, but I also understand the reasons why. As promised, I am shouting out another fellow booktuber, and it is Anisha from Sprinkled Pages. She is a wonderful young Australian booktuber. She's so bright and personable and absolutely lovely. Head on over, check out her channel. All her videos are really high quality. You'll absolutely love her. Subscribe to her, leave comments on her videos, do all that fun stuff. Let her know that you're out there supporting her. In the comments of my video, let me know what is your favorite bookish romance, or who is in your favorite bookish romance. I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're having a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.